It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Offense versus the Arizona Cardinals defense. This is what I want to talk about for a little bit. Mark Orem, what are matchups you're looking forward to when it comes to Lions offense versus Arizona defense? What is it? You want to look at the offensive line versus defensive line? What is one specific matchup you're paying attention to?
Well, one specific matchup is I want to see Golladay back. That's 100% sure. I want him back in the fold. I think he creates problems. He helps out other guys, obviously, in the system. Like, he's got to open some things up for this team because it looked like they were really struggling last week versus Green Bay. You start to seeing it now. Personally, I saw it against Green Bay that he was missing Golladay. You could tell he was missing that guy. And I'm looking for Golladay to open some things up for this team. And use Hawkinson more, please.
Yes. Use
him more. Okay, because man, he is a good football player, man. You can tell that he's gotten better. You can see it in the limited catches he's had. Yeah. He's not getting enough looks. But Golladay is the main thing I really want to see, guys. Him and Hawk. That's who I really want to see.
Antonio Hightower, what is a matchup that you're really paying attention to regarding Lions offense versus Arizona Cardinals defense?
Oh, it's going to be a rematch of the beatdown from last year. Taylor Decker versus Chandler Jones.
Ooh.
Yikes. And since then, Taylor Decker has looked a lot better. We saw him versus Khalil Mack, that looked pretty good. Saw him versus Zadarius Smith, looked pretty solid. So we about to see how good he looks versus Chandler Jones this year. Also, Darrell Bevel, whoever our right tackle is, please do not let Chandler Jones go one-on-one with that man all day.
Yeah,
that's one of the matches I'm looking forward to.
You know what? And I tell you what, if Taylor Decker does it again this Sunday, regardless of how the score turns out, we got to give this man his credit because this offensive line has looked really good so far.
They have.
Facts.
I don't care about the score. This offensive line has done well, and we're talking about Dahl's not in there, and we're talking about Vitai's not in there. So let's give credit where credit's due. Clayton's awesome videos. What's going on? Welcome, Steve-O. Damien Estrada. Welcome, man. I beat you in fantasy, and that felt really good.
Just remember. I got a question. Anybody know we're going to use that tight end we paid a lot of money in this game? You know, Jesse James guy.
Oh, who's that?
He has 0 targets.
0 targets.
Somebody explain that to me. Now,
I think he's getting used as an inline blocker. I think that they're paying a guy $7 million, $6 million to be a blocker, to be an inline tight end blocker.
This dude is
even on the
6'7".
field.
You can't throw to him in the end zone. TJ Hawkinson went number 8 for a reason. He can play multiple positions. He could play as an inline. He could play off the line. He could play in the slot. He can even play a little bit on the outside. He could play as a fullback / H-back. And you can't find a way to get Jesse James onto the field. You can run a 2 tight end set. You can do that. Especially with Golladay out, it would make more sense to run a 2 tight end set. In that specific situation, especially against if you want to run the ball more, you want to establish the run game.
Yes, sir.
That's what I want to see. Are they going to establish Jesse James's game? And what about the run game?
Yeah.
What about that run game?
They brought it.
James Turner, welcome to the chat. Do you think the Detroit Lions are going to win? Put Y for yes, N for no. Let me see it in the chat. I want my channel to be a forum to where we all can talk and come to and talk to Detroit Lions. So let me know in the comment section. We are watching. Dern, what is a matchup you're paying attention to regarding the Detroit Lions offense versus Arizona Cardinal defense?
The Cardinals last week allowed an average of 5.1 yards per carry, I believe. And I don't think their run defense is nearly as good as what everyone is saying. I think the way we have been running the ball, the way we did it against a better defense than the Chicago Bears, if we actually commit to the darn run, we could actually get a player over 100 yards on this team.
Oh, yes.
Facts.
James
for a
Turner.
lot there, Dern. It sounds a little too easy for us.
That's too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. It makes too much sense, bro.
Man,
James Turner, if you want a question asked, go ahead and throw it in there. When you do a super chat, we will instantly ask it. So any question you want, throw it in there, and we will go on with that. So let's go to the Trader Sports Talk.
Oh.
And I'm going to ask you, from a Lions perspective, you Cardinal fan right there, what do you think about the matchup when it comes to the Detroit Lions versus the Arizona Cardinals, offense versus defense?
Well, I'm really looking at the wide receivers because last week, shout out to Noble Sports Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that the Patrick Peterson got burnt last week. So I want to see if he can get burnt again. And hopefully that can help, Detroit finally get a little rhythm in that passing game, because I was going over the stats. If you haven't checked out the last Detroit Lions video, I did talk 13 minutes on a video, and I was breaking down all their stats in the first two games. And yeah, we do a lot more passing than running, but teams are doing just a little bit more. So hopefully it can get us into an actual rhythm. And having Kenny Golladay back might be able to open up the run a little bit. Now, I'm always a firm believer it's always you run to open up the pass, but we're the Detroit Lions. We do things backwards. We pass to run the football.
You could pass to run the football, but the Lions can't pass it. Like the Chiefs could do that, but we're not the Chiefs.
Here's a matchup that I'm really paying attention to, and this is something that I noticed. First off, the Arizona Cardinals, I'm going to give them a lot of credit. They have a really good front seven. I think you guys are going to see that on Sunday. They have a magnificent front seven, and they do get after the quarterback. But we have a great matchup with our offensive line. Our offensive line is doing great. With that said, we have been able to run the football. This is what I want to see. Stay with the run. We can run the football. And they are susceptible to getting ran on. Darrell Bevel, I am pleading to you, stay with the run. The matchup here with the run game for Lions offense versus their defense is exploitable. That is the one weakness I see they got. We have to be consistent and stay with the run consistently through first quarter through fourth quarter. Don't stop running the football. Right now, Adrian Peterson, 6.4 yards a carry. That's great. DeAndre Swift, give these guys the football. Stop taking them off the field. I want to see it run. This is a matchup that we're going to see, and it's a big matchup because this is actually one that we can take advantage of. The issue is we are not consistently running the football, and this is why I have Arizona. Their defense is going to hurt us because we're not going to consistently do this, in my opinion. And it's going to hurt us from my perspective. And I want to see this take place. It is extremely important. We're going to go ahead and now transition the other way around, and we're going to talk about Detroit Lions defense versus Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be a painful one to see.
This is going to be scary.
Hey,
this is worrisome.
Hey,
I might have a heart attack.
This is Mike Tyson versus a toddler.
Hey, shout out to Mark.
Mark, what is the matchup here that you're looking forward to when it comes to Detroit Lions defense versus Arizona Cardinals offense?
What matchup am I looking forward to?
Or paying attention to?
I'm not looking forward to this matchup, man. I'm absolutely petrified of the Arizona Cardinals offense against our defense, man. Who's going to stop DeAndre Hopkins? Who's going to stop Kenyon Drake? Who's going to stop Kyler Murray?
Kenyon Drake ain't nothing special.
Dude, bro, he's going to be special on Sunday.
Facts.
He's going to be special on Sunday, bro. He is. He's a pretty good running back, bro.
Yeah.
He's no Aaron Jones or anything like that, but he is going to destroy this defense, man.
Yes.
I don't even know where to Mike, you asked me a question of what I'm looking forward to, what position, bro, the whole darn thing, bro, the whole thing. Cause I see a nightmare This is a nightmare, I think, man. I honestly think, and I'm not trying to be a jackass here, I think they're dropping 50 on us, man. I think they're going to drop 50 on us, high 40s. This defense will not be able to keep up with that offense, man. They're fast-paced, okay? They're fast-paced. Murray's a beast, okay? They got an absolute, I think, is the best wide receiver in football. Bar none is DeAndre Hopkins. He's the best.
Yeah, he's very good.
In my opinion. Maybe not fantasy-wise or anything like that, but he is the best wide receiver in football. That whole offense scares me, man, against this defense, because I just don't know who's going to step up. Who's going to contain Kyler Murray? Who's going to contain Hopkins? Drake. I just don't see it. I'm petrified for Sunday, man. I'm going to be watching this game, just shaking my head, man, because I don't know where the defensive studs are coming from. I don't know where the stops are coming from, guys. I don't.
Big G in TX, probably Texas. Welcome. Believe the hype. James Turner, welcome. I see you, Christopher Green. Welcome to the chat.
That's my boy, man. That's one of my best friends.
In 11 minutes, we're going to you. Actually, in 9 minutes, we are going to you for questions. It's the mailbag segment where you ask us any question. Hashtag Lions, and we will get your question answered. Hashtag Lions. In 9 minutes, we will go to you. So make sure that you do that as well. Folks, we got 41 in the chat. Let's get those thumbs up.
Mike.
Yes.
Mike Tyson punch out?
Yes.
Okay.
And Antonio Hightower, what is a matchup are you looking forward to regarding Detroit Lions defense versus Arizona Cardinals washing their hands offense back there?
So it would have been our secondary versus their wide receiver core, but we're missing two of our corners, so I'm feeling a little less confident in them. But another thing I want to talk about, first of all, that pass rush versus that Arizona Cardinals offensive line.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is not good. It's significantly worse than the Packers, and it's significantly worse than the Bears. It's going to be the worst offensive line we probably face all year.
Yeah.
It's not really about Trey Flowers, because I've seen what Trey Flowers can do. This is Deshaun's hands chance to get going.
Yeah.
This is Nick Williams if he's healthy, because if Nick Williams isn't healthy, that's going to hurt us a lot too. But this is Deshaun Hand's chance to get going, because that interior, that Cardinals offensive line isn't that great. Right. I don't know how much they're going to run the ball this year. I know they like to run a lot of that raid offense with the 5 wide. Yeah. So I don't even know if we're going to see a lot of Danny Shelton this game. So Deshaun Hand, I want to see what he does. How does Trey Flowers really look? Because I think this is probably going to be the worst left tackle he goes against so far. So the Cardinals might do a lot of chipping, might start double teaming him. So I think the other guys are really going to matter more. Are we going to see Julian? Because are we going to see Julian? Do they trust that his leg? Matter of fact, because this is another thing, you got to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket. Do they think Julian can do that and not mess up and widen out too far or go inside too far and let Kyler Murray get inside the pocket? Because if they don't, he might not play. But Deshaun Hand, this is Deshaun Hand's chance to get it going. This is our chance to see really Trey Flowers. The pass rush, that is a huge matchup I want to see. I wanted to see the secondary, and I was pretty all right with the secondary. Then I heard Trufant was going to be out, and I was like, dang, again. Because even coming to this year, I was just like, well, as long as I'll be okay with losing a Trufant or a Justin Coleman. I didn't want to lose both, though, because I feel like we have guys in place who can replace one of them, but I don't know if we have guys in place to replace both of them consistently. So I think
welcome Combat Sack. Cards took that W. We have a Cardinals fan in here. Awesome. I appreciate. I invited all Cardinals fans in here to
I heard
to give their opinion. Folks, if you have not hit that notification button, smash the notification button. Why? Because on Sunday, I am doing a live watch party, Detroit Lions versus the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be great fun. Enjoy it. I will do play-by-play and analyze specifically what takes place. Dern, what is a matchup that you're looking forward to? Lions defense versus Arizona Cardinal offense.
Go Red Sea.
Get up out of here.
Jeez.
What I'm looking forward to
Look at you, Trucks.
Traitor.
Can Matt Patricia do what he did last year to them? Can he put those blitzes back in order just to rattle Kyler Murray? Because they were our defense was dominating them last year before we stopped blitzing. When we were just constantly going at them, not taking our fettle off the foot feed.
Mm-hmm.
We were just rattling him, and until we went into a prevent, that's when Kyler Murray went off last year. When we were not rattling him. So I'm looking for us to blitz more. I want Collins to get in there again. I want Davis to get in there. That one play Davis did last week when he smacked Jones, I jumped in the air. He needs to do that more often.
Facts.
Travis Troxel of Arizona Cardinals, Troxel Sports Talk. What is a matchup that you're looking forward to regarding the Detroit Lions defense versus apparently your Arizona Cardinals offense?
Well, they better hope that they got some cement in their pants because trying to get through that offensive line to get to Kyler Murray, good luck, because this team, they don't rush the passer all that well. They actually went, instead of 3, they are now putting out 4.
Yeah.
But nobody's getting home.
But like Antonio said, though, man, their offensive line isn't as strong, so they should be able to exploit that a little bit, right, Trox?
No.
Exactly.
Nah.
I know.
I think they'll be able to split it. The question is, will they be able to
should
keep
be able
Kyler
to.
Murray in the pocket is really the question.
They're not going to be able to contain Kyler Murray in the pocket. He's going to dance all over them and make us look silly. I mean,
Like he did well against the 49ers. Against that D-line, right?
Absolutely.
So,
you're talking about a healthy San Francisco 49ers.
I don't think the D-line is actually that great anymore, to be honest with you. Losing to
Lions
DeForest Buckner is a huge loss.
true.
Let's talk about this when it
But
comes
still,
to a
though,
matchup that I'm paying attention to. And this is going to be, it could be Desmond Trufant. It looks like he possibly could play versus DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, I heard he was out.
Well,
that's what I saw.
Well, whoever is going to be our number 1 cornerback, Amani Oruwariye, Jeff Okudah, or Desmond Trufant, because we don't know until obviously regarding his injury, it's probably till game time.
Yeah.
How are they going to cover this guy? How are they going to cover this guy?
No, you can't.
Because we do not have a defensive line pressure to get on the quarterback, so they need to come up with a great defensive game plan to able to cover DeAndre Hopkins. Are they going to actually cover 2? Are they going to do this instead of doing man? Because in my opinion, this guy is going to get his, but we got to negate the injury by at least stopping him to just 100. Because he's going to get his. So the game plan here is, how are they going to cover this guy? What are they going to do? I am very curious to see, because we do a lot of man here. Who's going to be the guy? I don't want Okudah to do it.
They can't play man against him. You
can't.